What does it mean? Oh, is it rude in German? Oh.
What is it?
What?
Say it.
Yeah.
We won't say it on.
Oh, it is rude. All right.
What, for
Yeah, that's
For what? For
rude.
nipples?
That's not rude.
You can say breast.
You can say breast on
You can
stream.
say my luscious, delicious on stream.
Yeah.
I mean, you can
Alright,
eat chicken breast.
Seeing as his
What?
name is breast in German, then that is definitely pie cat.
Yeah.
He's called his name a word that means breast, so it's
Pie
definitely
Cat's got a bird chest though. I don't know why he would call himself breast.
But anyway, look at that DK set.
What?
Did you see that Quofa? Look at that set.
Oh, that's pretty hype. Is that DK or is
Yeah.
that a Iron Forge dwarf?
Look at that set, bro. Look at that set. That's crazy. What
So
is
once
that
they
set?
group
Yeah.
up, how is Alliance gonna stop their foot?
I don't
Like
know.
they
no
have
idea.
Shockwave, Breathe
What?
Fire.
Isn't it a bad
that's it.
idea to pick an Earth Spirit into this?
I think it is. I think
Yeah.
I hate playing heroes like Oracle, Earth Spirit into Chen. You
Yeah.
get 2v1, and yeah, sure, when you have ults, it's gonna be nice. Yo, can you change the overlay?
Yeah,
JJ, what are
JJ,
you
we
doing?
can't see anything.
JJ, one job.
Yeah, JJ,
Easy.
yeah, that's the one time. Here we go.
So, in addition, you're gonna have
Yeah.
no real wave crew, and they don't push towers that effectively either. It's like just the DK. And how does the DK push into a hero like Pugna? That's the reason I love the Pugna too. It's because it just eats creep wave.
I like PM Magnus. I think it's fine, but I think I don't know. I really feel that OG's just going to run away with this one. I think this
Yeah,
is
I
this
think-
is I think this is going to be a one-sided game.
It's like, how do they get a draft this good almost? If you look
Yeah.
at it. It's just the synergy between the heroes. They have no real weaknesses as far as like.
Like how does Alliance win a fight at like 15 minutes in? They don't, and then when
Whoa,
OG win a
wait,
fight at 15 minutes in, OG's going to take one.
When
They're going
they-
to take 2 towers.
When they
They're
get
going to take 3 towers.
BKBs and Mag, like it's all about the clock because a PA DK with Mag will eventually just do so much damage that Pugna, if he doesn't get a
But
decrep,
the
will
TV turns
die.
up the pipe pots metamorphosis.
Sure.
And with the auras, we can't forget the auras. You pop in this metamorphosis. I mean, his illusions are, but he's hitting for plus 100 because of the Tusk
Oh,
aura.
jeez, yeah.
Tusker's got the control.
You're gonna
He's got
have
the attack.
Jarek's
He's got the
Tusk,
attack
too.
speed as well from the
You're gonna
Chen.
have an Alpha Wolf as well,
Yeah.
probably from
It's-
Chen.
like,
you
you're
have so
gonna
much
see
stuff
these
to
numbers.
focus on.
Yeah.
But I'm just
Pugna
saying
Ward.
it's possible. Don't call it GG yet, Nami.
I mean, we just did.
I love this. This is the typical OG play. They aggro tri-lane with the Chen. They were the team to really popularize this back when the majors first came out. Chen typically was played in the safe lane last patch, but I like this aggro style when you have a Tusk. Because
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, look at this ward.
They want to get a first blood
They're going to get it, aren't they? They
on
can
the
trap
creep
him.
wave. They need to get Oracle.
Okay. Spirit season though.
I don't think you want to tri-lane, though. Your
Spirit
alliance here.
season. So.
They might try and fight this, but... Oh, they tag team
This
right
is the
away.
tag team. Look at the
Oh
tag
my
team
God.
first. I mean, but it's not.
Oh, they popped the meta.
25 damage, level 1.
21 damage. I mean,
But it's-
still.
it's
Look at the
50 mana?
cooldown. Look at the cooldown. Every level, 15 from level 1. And for 5 seconds static duration. So
How
it's-
is that a thing?
Yeah. And look at the mana cost. There isn't.
Does the slow
40?
even
What
scale?
is that?
40
What is
mana,
that?
what?
40 mana. What is that?
75% every level, folks.
Those numbers need to get
Like, why doesn't the
twisted.
movement slow scale and why doesn't the duration scale? Like,
Why
that is
doesn't the
crazy.
cooldown
Like,
scale?
exactly. There's so many things you like. It's so good. Like that value point at level 1 is like it's amazing. You take that level 1 every time, I think. Unless you get a first blood opportunity.
Lane.
So
Yeah,
a change we didn't talk about is
Yeah.
Earth Spirit's roll now stuns.
Yeah.
0.4
And your kick
seconds
slows,
level
right?
1. Boulder smash.
I'm curious as to why that changed. I guess so the AoE stun was a bit... The 3-4-man roll-in stuns were probably a big problem from a balancing perspective. Oracle Q got buffed, by the way. That's a pretty high damage move on 120. No meta, so a little more pressure onto this off-lane TB.
The
Alliance
problem
did a good
is
job. They
Chen
blocked the
is
hard
level
camp.
1. He has penitence, so they're sharing XP with 3 heroes, so he's not gonna get level 2 anytime soon.
You're fine with this. You're winning the lane anyway. And you have lane control. Again, the issue with the Oracle is... Oh my god.
Look at this. They might get first blood. They want to No Tail. No Tail is trying to get away, but he can't. First blood for Alliance. Insane it. The burst damage.
Oracle does a ton of damage. Okay, but he did burn all of his mana.
First blood. Alliance will be happy with that one.
And go for this.
We're gonna find it. Oh, we can't hang around.
Oh, well, never mind. That's actually surprising. It's a no-tail Tusk and a Jarek. What? I mean, that was the opposite of the roles they played at TI.
Yeah, maybe just because the way they're here. I don't know, yeah.
No-tail's just like, I want to play Tusk. I've spanned 100 games. Cool, though. A lot of teams have no Chen player. OG's got 2. Guess that's why they won TI.
This is the beauty of Dragon Knight. Like, he barely loses any matchup.
Unquote for he's a very solid laner.
Yep. DK beats Pugna, but the thing is, you eventually just trade, and DK really hates playing against heroes that can just shove a creep wave safely. Like, you can't get in range to stun him, and Pugna will just kill your arc every blast when he's level 7.
Yeah, but then check the top lane. We have a 1 versus 1 matchup, Mag against 2 boars.
Yeah, Mag is definitely favored here, though. And Boxy, you know, top MMR in Europe, definitely not a slouch. Yeah,
Number one.
On player, babe. Gotta keep an eye on him.
Bottom lane. They get themselves in. Onto Insania, and OG will get themselves kill to kick things off for their side.
A lot of OG's got one of those cool drafts where it feels like, you know, they make a move, they find a couple kills, it'll be easy for them to take towers. Response Alliance not really as easily able to capitalize. I feel like OG's on a bit of a clock. I think PA Mag just eventually kills everybody.
It's a Terrorblade.
I know, but it's a PA, man. This hero's first pick for a reason.
But it's a Terrorblade with insanely high armor. I feel like this is one of the better late game cores to have against the PA.
I don't think we should underestimate PA plus a mag. It's the same concept with IO Gyro. You lose one fight and then the game just turns.
Yeah. And also you don't have the luxury of buying a baby on Terrorblade.
You could shop on Tiger.
Notel's in trouble too.
Yeah, I don't think he can get out. They've got good chase. They put the shards down, but Mickey has no trouble getting himself around them, jumping forward. And Alliance get the 2 kills down bottom.
Oh, and right away for the rune. Tiger making
quick
plays.
plays from the...
They get all 4.
All right, Alliance. Kicking things off with the better play here in the lanes.
The more I think about it, this 1 versus 1 matchup on top really favors Alliance more because Mag is going to get way more levels and just have M-Power, and then PA can come online faster.
Not doing as well as I might have expected, but I think that's just this new boar build. They're so annoying to lane against. Back to when it used to do up for half the time. Quite nice. Previously, when you could only summon the 1, it would just land. And this is the one downside of Tusk, though, against carries such as PA.
Yeah, you can just get away every time.
Yep.
Radiant structures.
It's very tough for him to ever lock him down.
Now, I'm going to turn it. Listen to No-Tail. We'll turn towards Insania. Reflection out as well. They will kill off Insania, but No-Tail should fall in return as Tiger and Mickey focus down the Tusk. No-Tail will fall, but this time OG take the favorable trade. Taking 2, losing 1.
Oh, wait, hold up. Okay, never mind. I thought that was Thompson on
Radiant's middle tower.
Nah, it's Boosin. Boosin.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Boosin. He's hung around on his own. I mean, he's dead. Unless he could do some sick jukes here. But there's going to be another Purifying Flames. Bam! More than enough damage for Insania to find the kill at the same time.
Damage.
So OG, they don't return to bottom. Means that their Terrorblade dies, but they make a move mid. Does allow them to kill Koifa. This is going to set Thompson up for a good amount of damage onto this mid tier 1 tower, which is beginning to fall.
Is there a better hero to have 1-1-1 on than Pup? Oh, and my gosh, what is the recall?
That's a recall.
Like,
they change it. You have Coddle recall now.
And now, surprise, there's a Terrorblade with Metamorphosis, but Tiger's got the roll away. Okay, so now they're not the optimal position really for the Terrorblade to be in. His boost is going to have to make a
cooldown on that spell,
Tusk had to
JJ?
keep it to base because he was stuck on the high ground.
Yeah. No. Persuasion, right?
Yep. You summon your allies to you.
Yeah.
The send back to base is no longer a mechanic, which I don't mind. That was really dumb.
So you just go with Jen,
Oh, hey,
other
Mag's here,
people
Mag's
showing
here.
on the lane.
All right, they're going for it. They're RPing for it. They get
Oh,
the
Chen's in trouble
Terrorblade.
too.
Jarek's in trouble.
Touch of the
Lance
slow.
chase down. Oh,
Oh, what?
Oh, he's brought Seb in. Oh, and they turn with the Roar. They've got the Roar, the surprise play, but it's not enough damage. Mickey's able to jump across back to Insania. He's out of it. It was a cute attempt from OG, but not good enough, as Mickey will survive. Insania might not be quite as lucky, though, OG. Looking to dive underneath the tower. Mickey's already bailed out. As OG have 4 hit, so Insania will be the one to fall for Alliance.
And I love what Seb's building. He bought full Vlads, so cleave doesn't work against armor like it did before.
Yeah.
Doesn't negate armor.
Thompson just trying to do his best to die as slowly as possible. And,
What item does he have? What is that?
Because it's the crown.
That's the crown.
Because he's the king.
Oh, yeah, it's the new veil. Forgot.
Radiant's
Well,
bottom
Beastmaster
tower
already with
is
the
under
flash. You
attack.
can see the strategy of
Radiant
OG.
structures
Link up the
push.
Beastmaster and the Terrorblade, go make moves. Which is really easy when the Chen can just summon in front of you at all times.
Yeah, then we're going to see the power of the chain.
Radiant's
The only
bottom
2
tower
heroes
has
who can build Veil are Jakiro and Ogre, because they have 2 heads and Veil is made of crown and helm. Where are you gonna put all those
That is
stuff on
true.
the head, right?
That is true.
I thought you were going to have some sort of insight, but no. Nope, it's about fashion, just one would expect from a European.
Is there no other hero with 2 heads in
Oh, no tail.
What about Alchemist? Alchemist could build Veil.
Sure.
There you go.
That's a great
Oh,
one.
That probably
So
works a little better then. You know, looks good, doesn't it? You know, the Alchemist can have the crown, and then the Beast can have the little helm.
Summon in up top on the Beastmaster once again. Man, I just love the way OG plays and itemizes. They're always about these team fight items that increase their just power level, and they just connect, and you can't
Yeah.
fight them like this. Got 'em.
How's that balanced?
It's
The
not.
invisible hawk.
Think about the vision and map control OG has just naturally. When you can constantly summon someone into your Chen as the Invis Hawk scouts out with flying vision.
Radiant's
Like, it's
top
nighttime.
tower is under
He has
saw that.
way too much HP. Is it 300 on
Something
hawk?
like that, yeah. You
So,
can't-
all right. How do you kill that
Wait,
stuff?
it's because you can't control it anymore, right? So like you summon it and send it somewhere and then it's stuck there?
Wait, what? Oh, you can't. Oh.
Oh, I'll double RP.
Yes,
But he can't commit. There's a Terrorblade
they
here.
can't get the kill. Maybe with Insania they can have the nuke damage if they get the hold onto someone. They're looking for Thompson.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Thompson is getting nuked down low by the Oracle. The Shore, they got him. You find Thompson, they're going to be able to find the Chen as well as Quaker comes in with a wraparound stun to hold down Jarak.
The problem with the Alliance play at the moment is they're doing great, but it's so hard for them to punish and get towers off of these knights. We'll get mid because that catapult's alive and just deliver. But they have no pressure in the top or bottom lane, and they've already lost the tower. They're just going to be playing catch up, and this is where the lane shove advantage of OG comes into play, because the Terrorblade can just play aggressively, send illusions down lanes, and sweep through jungles. Pugna Beast constantly just blasting creep waves, and then immediately looking to...
Seb has got the Roar back up if he sees a chance to come on with the backup coming in. But Quaker keeps the distance. Bottom mate, Mickey.
He has Battle Fury queued up. I mean, you have a Magnus in your team.
Thompson. Can't. Doesn't go for it. Actually goes for the blast on the creeps.
I hope he just goes for some raw damage.
For the PA.
Yeah.
Nice smoke. They can recall, remember?
And he goes.
Hello.
Playing fast OG. I mean, this is exactly how we expected them to play.
Yeah, they got great vision up to play around as well.
So much push and so much kill potential.
This is the Pugna.
Radiant
Just
structures
such a
are
strong
fortified.
early to mid game hero.
Radiant's top
You
tower
spend
is
your
under
gold on all
attack.
these cheap items like Veil, Aether, Dagon. They're all so cheap, and they make your hero spike in power.
Yeah.
And it's just, how do you stop this? This
They
is
don't, how,
Beastmaster
yeah,
Pugna.
how does the lineup of Alliance stop any sort of push like
Yeah,
that?
Radiant's
exactly.
top
Like,
tower has
when they make
fallen.
these moves and they find a clean pill into an immediate push, you have no tools to deal with this as Alliance yet. You have no Blink, you have no Shadow Blade, you have no way to actually like find a team fight, and there's so much single target.
And
Now
you-
they
they
walk
have
right in
Blink
the road.
I mean, you can't do anything about this at all. I mean, you've got Blink on the Magnus, but You
that
can't.
work
You
on
cannot
Roche?
take a fight.
Oh my god. Oh,
all this extra
All
damage.
those are tooltip modifiers.
holy shit.
I mean, this lineup is probably one of the quickest Roche taken drafts lineup that I'm showing up, but that's a bit very quick.
That was
Roche.
10 seconds.
Yeah. 12 minutes in.
And I feel
Yeah.
like I'm gonna repeat this over and over, but like they've been doing this since TI. Obviously, Wraith Bands, Nulls are like the new flavor, but OG is so good at buying these cheap items and then just dominating the game from 10 minutes on. And they synergize it so well too.
Hold you get Seb. Alliance. They do have a good team here ready to fight. So let's try and turn. Jump.
Nice
ball.
RP.
He gets the RP. They will take down another as well as popping the Aegis on Thompson. Thompson, is he going to get any sort of backup? Doesn't look like it. There's 5 heroes here from Alliance and they'll kill Thompson the second time.
Really nice rotation
Yeah.
from
You gave the
from
kills to
Alliance.
PA.
They need,
That's
they need
huge.
to play as 5 Alliance like this.
Yep.
Sadly, Chen was not level 6 there to save Beastmaster. And look at the build on Chen. He's going for 3 points in Q.
Dire's
Maybe
bottom
that's
tower
the new
is
build.
under attack.
Maybe
Penance
with
just for some
Tusk,
extra
yeah.
extra attack
bonus
speed.
attack speed.
Yeah,
Bottom
is
tower
incredible.
has fallen.
extra attack speed with a hero like a Terrorblade in your team.
But keep in mind, Alliance, like that fight evens the game, if not puts them ahead, because I still think the PA at a certain point, especially with this Battle Fury build, yeah, sure, TB might have 30 armor, but you're still going to be able to clean up everything else. And they do have enough lockdown. A mag and a DK, it is not difficult to kill a Terrorblade when you can stun him through BKB. What's the win probability?
Dire's middle
Dota Plus
tower
involved?
is under
I'd say it's
attack.
at
He
least-
doesn't have it because he's an idiot.
Don't have Dota Plus?
You really should.
Oh my god. What are we going to do with you? Top lane, keep getting in trouble. And hey, Beastmaster.
Man, this new Chen feels so good. You can make so much more action happening on the map.
It's so cool because you can see he summons up his Beastmaster and then Chen actually TP's bottom to back up the Pugna, knowing that, yeah, there you go. Now a Tusk is here. What's the cooldown on that?
15 seconds. There you go.
Wait, what's level requirement?
How do you deal with this? One TP and all of a sudden there's smoke coming from an angle you don't
Radiant's top
expect.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's to do with the quick when you. Yeah.
Okay? Pop the blur.
I'll take that.
The snowball. Close the gap, McKay. He does manage to jump across the Oracle. They can keep chasing though. Seb does still have a roar. Throw the axes, another Phantom Strike for Mickey used to try and get away, but he turns with the dagger. They've got a wrap around. Kuiper's there with the Elder Dragon form coming. He's trying to help turn things around. Boxy jumps in for the one-man RP. Booson as the Terrorblade outside of the side of it all. The roar comes down out onto Tiger as the Earth Spirit is locked in position. Boxy falls as well as they're not even done yet as OG roll in, looking to control Mickey. Mickey does have a Phantom Strike up in a second. Can he get himself away? He can. Jumps over towards Kuiper, but OG continues to chase. Thompson with the movement speed. Can keep himself right next to Insania. One more Decrep blast and a suck. Finishes off the Oracle. OG take 3.
They were literally just pelting down this lane. The moment they group as 5, they
Radiant's
pop the
bottom
meta,
tower has
and you
fallen.
can see the damage output.
And you just go
Anybody
high
that
ground.
gets caught,
Do they want to go high ground? They're going to play it slow.
too risky.
I mean, the way this fight started, the Oracle used really early, almost full HP PA, and then they just needed to run away. Also, RP was not as good as in the previous fight.
I like this build. It's gonna be able to clear the creeps,
Yeah.
Beastmaster stuff, like big crits that can do AoE damage, and just BKB right after. Like, it's maximum DPS output. You can see though as well, Insane did play a great Oracle. He W'd a couple times to ensure Pugna Durant last for doing scores, but they just don't have the offensive turnaround if they don't land a big RP. And that's the problem. They need that PA BKB and a 2 or 3 man RP. Then you'll be able to turn around these
And
team
look at the
fights.
items on Tusk, man. Just the casual Ring of Bassy, plus he's building...
Let's get an easy kill first, trying for Tiger, but he's going to have to back up from Insania, keeping Tiger alive. Insania goes for the self-pulse promise, the TP out, and he'll make it away. Both of them get out of there. Nice play from Insania. Saving the 2 of them. Down bottom. Nick. With the treads. He's got enough mana.
Now what?
He's still dead.
You can't fight the AJ. It's crazy. The damage output. My goodness, Mickey. That's potentially a game-winning kill. because now Terrorblade is going to be behind in progression, and it ensures that that second Roche fight will involve the Phantom Assassin that has acquired a BKB.
I mean, that was what just said straight up. Like, why was Tyke down there that far on his own when the team stopped? Is it
because he was counting on a summon, perhaps? Didn't expect PA to be in that vicinity, just willing to man up.
But they got no
move.
wards down there.
Yeah, that too.
Nice dodge.
He still should be dead.
Look at the damage.
Very dead.
Look at PA clear that ancient stack. He's literally already dead. I wouldn't be surprised to see him even go for a basher before BKB at this point. Also, this triple Wraith Band treads PA is nuts. Dang. Like, my god, is that high damage output.
Yeah, I think you got to get 3 Wraith Bands every time in this era.
OG, I think, is in a bit of trouble. Seriously. Like, the Terrorblade's damage output is high, but you can't deal with PA. And once he buys a BKB and the Pugna no longer threatens him, I actually don't know how you kill him anymore. Because Terrorblade is not enough damage without an MKB. Midst of the roll. Plus, there's an Oracle behind him. You just ult him.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And that's it. BKB finished on Terrorblade, but that no longer prevents the Phantom Strike, so PA can still just man up and try and go for Pristine if that mech tickles his fancy. Dagon gonna be the next choice on Pugna. This is the Thompson build, but they may have run into a strategy that they weren't really respecting enough. I mean, Mag PA, how many times have we seen this already in just 3 days of CIS qualifier?
I feel like Alliance needs to hit RP to win a team fight, even though this PA is massive right now. But look what they're doing. They're just chipping some damage, trying to Alliance make a move first.
Great though, they're doing a lot of damage with the top of Necro.
And you can easily split push with the Chen in your team now.
Yeah,
And the towers. Yeah. Drop.
throw out some spells, force some pressure. They're gonna bring Mag back to base. And they even defend their top tier 1 because of the threat that they output.
One of the ways to gank with Chen right now is you TP to a tower and you use your recall before.
Yeah.
Then just two heroes show up.
Bracers on them.
Oh, there we go. So the BKB's down there. So the PA should have a good chance at staying alive.
It's all gonna be this next Roche. That's gonna be the play. Oh, look at the PA.
Oh, RP onto the one.
Snowball on the
They
bear.
do manage to crit Thompson. Thompson's dead. Jera now, No-Tail's in trouble too. Tiger's able to get the roll across. They find Jerax. 2 kills for Mickey. And the PA as OG are forced to back up Tiger. Dives forward, the shards are down, sort of blocking any extra backup coming in, but Tiger with the Magnetize should have the damage to finish off No-Tail. Wiper blinks forward, and Tiger's not done. Rolling in, looking for vision for more. Can't quite find Pycat and Seb as they'll be back behind the tier 2.
If you think about it, Mag just RPing Pugna there, it doesn't sound that good, but Pugna is their most damage output at the
Get him out
moment
of
and
the
can
fight.
save people, so it's
Also
always a good
incredibly
target.
squishy. He goes to almost negative armor now that PA has the Deso talent. And in addition, where's the state? Because the Pugna and the Tusk are looking to save each other, but the Tusk snowballed already, which means Pugna is just feed. If they go for anybody else and the Pugna's there to decrep, they don't have the follow-up damage to actually land that kill during RP. So that's their
Pugna's
target
armor
every fight.
doesn't go into minus with -3. And
But
he's
it's
sitting
still-
on 11 armor.
It's still effective. He doesn't have death. Oh, he's going Sanjay. Not a huge, but it. You don't necessarily. He already has battle.
The nether reaches out.
Gain rune
let me know
Pugna.
when I'm good, because I'd prefer to talk. Good? Alright, cool. Alright, gotcha.
Tier 3 tower OG. Alliance. Plan here.
Or
They're taking
PA.
that Rax pretty quickly.
They got that tier 2. God.
A lot of right clicks. OG's allowed to stand and push.
The Pugna Ward is doing so much work. Hitting it with a nice save.
RP is ready.
Why can't he...
Whoa! Jesus!
Oh, Boxy. Absolute beaut there. Puts OG's pushed to a hole. And Pycat, he'll fall too. Mickey with the triple kill after Boxy gets the dream defensive
I want to
RP.
see that again, JJ.
Yeah, check that out. Yeah, check that out.
I mean, they stood on top of each other and fed. I don't know if that's... I mean, just kidding. Great play by Boxy. That's #1 MMR EU, folks. Most challenging region.
Oh, and Roche is up. That's a free
the
Roche for
dream
them.
for Alliance.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
A strange kill policy.
It just came ready.
Yeah, watch this from Box.
It's like easy, though. Look at the position.
And it's ready.
Absolutely perfect.
Insanity doing a great job, though. Just always on point.
Yeah, this Oracle play has been... I don't think I've seen him ever sort of... sometimes you see Oracles throwing out false promises too early and such, but every spell from Insanity's Oracle has just been on point.
He saved Taiga in the initial stages of that fight, too. With a timely W and a couple heals.
Like, crushed the lane, and then he's making all these mid-game saves happen.
Yeah, it's at a point now where you don't have damage problems as Alliance because your PA is actually just that farmed. Finish the Sanjin Yasha into a Basher, probably Abyssal after, and in a DK or a Mag Stun, he'll kill everything.
New SNY look so confused. Do you think there's gonna be a player who misbuys an item?
Because of the color.
Definitely.
So what does the purple one do for you now? You get the one that you saw last.
Is under attack.
So you end up with accidentally a bit of Inch instead of a bit of Agi. That'd be pretty bad. But then it probably won't ever happen because every time you buy that, you buy Yasha first.
I think Yasha Kaya is going to be way more common than
on what heroes?
Sanjin Kaya.
What heroes you like?
On
Yasha
spellcasters. You pick it up on your maybe even your Pugners, like your Skyraft, any move speed type hero.
But you really want to be spending 2k on that move speed?
It's because it gives you more spell amp and significantly more.
No, I'm saying the Kaya's good, but why would you want the move speed rather than the Kaya Sand, where you can get some HP? You know what I mean? Like, isn't it always going to be more appealing to have the Kaya Sand?
I think there's more. They're the same. Are the spell stats the same?
Yeah, and with the Kaya Sand you get status resistance as well.
I just feel like you want the move speed over status resistance, but I'd say it could probably go both ways.
Yeah.
Your move speed and the new scaling mechanic is really strong now because they remove the cap as well.
I feel like Yasha and Kaya fits OD as a hero, basically.
True, yeah. Bodhi gets back in that. Alright.
Well,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
OG's got some problems here in the middle lane. The Alliance.
like this.
Oh, he used it.
Did he blink?
Ooh, nicely timed.
What is going on?
Did Pugna blink that or did he get recalled out?
Yeah, it's a blink.
Wow, that was sick.
Yeah.
That's a TI winner right there, folks.
Nice blink dodge from Thompson.
My goodness gracious.
Like, can we see that
And you
again?
could see what Mag is doing. He's turning mid-air just so that he's in a better position to skewer them back if needed.
How did he do? Did Thompson blink forward?
No, he blinked back. But the thing is, though, to your point, that also increases the time it takes you to RP by a couple of frames. Because you're not blink RPing, you're blinking, turning RPing. Yeah. He probably would have missed it anyway.
Yeah, that was an instant reaction from Thompson. Yeah, I mean he blinked before Boxy blinked. Yeah. Oh, it was the dagger that screwed him up. Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes your enemies make you look good.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
I mean, it was still well timed. Like, he knows that the mag is coming in. He sees him looking to blink RPM.
Sure, yeah.
And as we said, like, both teams are very aware that Pugna is the target.
And there it is. Blade with the MKB. He skipped the SNY. He doesn't want to go for Manta style this game against all these clean.
I mean, as long as he can stay alive and have all the auras in place, he's going to shred through Alliance. But it's keeping him alive.
It really isn't that much damage.
With the tag team and the attack speed from the Chen and the Beastmaster,
that's true.
Like, he hits like a truck.
They're going to need a... You got to kill PA. That's the thing. But there's an Oracle behind him, so you don't have that easy. Oh, I'm gonna roar him into my TB.
Who gets to the backlines on OG's lineup? It's very hard.
They don't have reach. That's the downside of their draft. They're a snowball lineup. They just want to get ahead, stay ahead.
Yeah, it's just very sort of frontal run at you lineup from the front rather than find these wraparounds. I mean, maybe No-Tail can come in from an angle, but it's going to be sort of this slow initiation that's easily playable against.
Whoa. Blur.
Zero
crit.
crits.
Would have died immediately.
There's the crit.
So yeah, guys, PA.
The PA. Then I underestimated the PA factor. I think I did underestimate as well. Sort of the fact that you were saying, you know, Alliance. This is a team that's
Oh
it's been running
man,
at full
Thompson
power.
solo kills him, and he got. I think
gem.
he stole the gem.
You
Yeah.
got the gem, right? Yeah, you got the gem. And of course, I mean, do we know have all OG's players been on a break? Have they all just not been playing for like a few months?
Thompson played a bit. I
Thompson's-
think you can even. I think Thompson in the
Jarek's definitely had at least a month break. Like he made an Instagram post. I can't remember how long it said it was, but he had a long break.
Yeah, they're not playing bad necessarily, but I think Thompson and Pycat have been the only ones really spamming games of Dota.
I just wondered.
And you can see like there's a little bit of rustiness. I think mostly with No Tail. I thought he was like the best support at TI, and he just seems a bit off on his tusk thus far. Surprised again that they changed roles.
Well, maybe that was because No Tail felt less comfortable because he hasn't been playing as much,
yeah,
so he
that's
wanted
it.
to play the easier so-and-so hero, you know, out of the two.
The game could still go either way. The beast, like this was sick. The Sentry Ward, just showing him. He actually did the damage because he Shadow Bladed on the Pugna Ward, and as he did so, Thompson just blinked in and killed him.
Now Beastmaster has boots of travel, so he can be
Whoa.
in 3 lanes in 10 seconds. He TPs.
Yes, TPs, boots of travels,
Yeah.
record. He's all over the map.
Abyssal Blade on the PA now. Ninja Pugna in a crit all by himself. What a spell. Well, you got a BKB on your Dragon Knight now to
Yeah.
go with the blink. That's big. It's just all about the Pugna and the Tusk. There's Alliance. You gotta CC or kill the Oracle and then find that PA. That is necessary. You want to win this fight.
Beastmaster just broke smoke. Getting recalled. Can stop, push if he wants.
What is going on here?
There you go. He's out of there.
Hey, Sheeves.
Refrigeration. I'll take that.
We're casting. We're casting. We're just saying hello.
What?
Got it.
Oh,
Oh,
big roar.
Zap.
No Oracle in sight.
Has he got the damage though?
Got
That
two
makes sense. He
bracers.
can block him. He's punching him, but it's not enough. Oh, Thompson.
Oh, Insane saves himself.
Thompson's got to be careful now. He's used the first bit of burst. He's just got to go
Bash.
TP out with the
Oh
bashes
my
there.
God.
Thompson's held down. Tiger does fall, but they've lost Thompson for this one. Seb's going to get jumped upon by boxes. He pulls him back with a shockwave. Dagger bashes there from Mickey as OG lose 3.
Is this game just over? You actually
Radiant
can't deal with PA
structures are
anymore.
fortified.
And you can even see the Earth Spirit has like 2200 HP. The PA's got 1 billion. Your other 2 cores are strength heroes, and it's an Oracle who was
Yeah.
able to ult himself in that fight to ensure he stays alive. He's got 2 bracers as well.
The PA is too strong. The PA is too. Mickey is crushing it this game. And Alliance, as I said, they've just played more Dota than OG in the last month or so, and it's showing. I think this is just Alliance.
Dyer's
They're
middle
nailing
barracks
with
are
the
under
plays.
attack.
Beastmaster can TP on top lane
Yeah.
and then get recalled by a Chen.
Dyer's are fortified.
I will go for a bit of the split. They could threaten the split, but they do have the dire creeps up there. I think Tiger at the moment on the top lane looking to de-push the creeps.
At least the metaphors.
Oh, and he's straight on to Boost. He's in trouble. He needs to be saved, and he needs it now, and it will come through. There's going to be the wraparound from the back, but there's the RP holding down Pycap through the BKB. He still gets the chance to get the Sunder off, trying to turn, but Mickey's on top of him. The BKB will now run out for the PA, so Mickey had to back up. Do they get the Rax Alliance? They do. They will finish off the melee Rax in the middle lane. OG trying their best to chase for kills in return. Insane has got the self-false promise, keeping himself alive and keeping the attention away from the rest of his team, but No Tail still finds the target. The snowball's there onto Quakefer. Thompson's got the magical burst damage to bring down the Dragon Knight as OG will claim 2.
They lost the Raxes,
They
but
did lose the full Rax mid.
DB got a 2 kills Meta is used. What's the Roche status?
Was Roche up? Not quite. It's about to be. Very
Oh,
close to being
that's
so. If
really
they get
good.
their hands on this OG,
That's really good for OG.
because we've seen how quickly they can take it. And there's a DD bomb, so even bigger if they can grab that and head towards the pit. They're going to keep what Garrett's in the pit at the moment to check it out. Will be scanned out by Alliance, so they know that OG's hanging around here. And Roshan will spawn. And OG will be very quick at taking it. Yeah, everyone's in position. Straight into the pit they go. There's not going to be any
double
chance of
damage.
getting this. Yeah, it's just going to melt. Now, this is what the Aegis and the cheese, right? And the refresher shard. So what are we looking at here? Double raw, you're looking at double meta.
I think double meta.
Or double Dagon.
I mean, it wouldn't be bad because here's the thing: Pugna can solo kill Oracle
Yeah.
if he was able to double Dagon.
I think that's worth it, yeah. If you can just take Insania out of the fight immediately.
It's just tough. It's real tough at the moment to play around the Alliance draft, just because their cores and their 4 are so tanky that it's almost impossible to penetrate and find Insania behind their front
Dude.
lines because you don't have any reach. You don't have that initiate type hero because you've all in on this concept that you're going to get ahead, control the map, and just steamroll Alliance's draft. And that didn't happen.
I mean, the thing is that, as we've seen, is if they can find a chance to kill Mickey, look at the net worth. Like, Mickey is such a large portion of what Alliance have at the moment.
Yep.
If the PA's not in the fight, and somehow OG's 3 cores are still alive, the fight's kind of over. Alliance are going to struggle without the PA being that key damage output that they need to get the kills.
It's true. It's just, it's going to get real hard. You have an Oracle, he'll have a Satanic soon, and you know that they understand that because the Terrorblade bought second item MKB. They recognize PA is the sole source of damage. It's going to just be on Alliance. I think you want to look to close the game pretty soon because the one thing about this PA, he's level 25 already.
He's capping out.
It means that he got the coup de grace talent, right?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
So, but he won't get much stronger. You know what I mean? His next item is bots. This is the max damage your PA is going to be dealing.
I don't think he should go for bots, definitely, since you always have a TP slot. You can just get the damage item if needed.
What should that be? And yeah, I agree actually. That's something to note, is that a lot of heroes now can be 7 slotted because they don't need that TP yet.
Well, I mean, what else could he get? What would be super?
What? Is it though?
I mean, he's fine. He's fine. He's very tanky.
I'm surprised they're not just fighting.
I think that, I mean, they see a PA there. They think the whole team's behind him.
But that's the thing, right? Because since they don't see the Oracle, although they just did on that ward in the bottom lane, they can't actually go for PA. They're going to run in now, but look at Insania's position. It's perfect.
Right? Draw on Quoifer. My cat.
Oh my god! No meta, no BKB.
No meta, no BKB on Pycat. The fight's over for OG. They've got to be very careful. Pycat, he's got to respect this as he's trying to get back in on this one.
Refresher.
He's got the refresher. Second BKB. He's ready to go for BK. The damage is too much. It crits him down. Boxy's got the RP onto 2. As OG, again, struggling in the fights. Alliance, they do lose Tiger. On anything else, but fine. Tops and 2. Alliance taking it 3 for 1. Not done yet as Mickey closes the gap onto Notel. Notel.
Not even in power.
He'll fall as well. Surely, oh, that snowball blink is going to save him. Notel is able to play his way out of that. Alliance with another successful fight can
This
get
is
that
one of the
push going again.
Biggest nerfs on TB. You can't use Sunder into spell immunity. Once PA gets on top of you, you just can't do anything.
It's another reason. Yeah, it's funny because you were talking about PA's BKB, but like that's obviously now a TB counter. Like, you don't think about it because previously it was just completely ineffective. But maybe Terrorblades come back to the world of the living where heroes actually have to work hard for their wins. Is that just game?
There's got ways to push back. Ways to push back, but it's okay.
You actually can't mess with PA right now. Still has that Satanic
Get
too.
the skewer back, a big skewer too. The snowball, I mean, Alliance are a little scared now that the Terrorblade's back in the game. They're backing away from this Rax. They don't want to continue to commit with the push.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
A lot of money on Mickey, 5k gold. Taking the shrine too. I mean, OG are heading out to this. Okay, come back to the side of Insania and get out of here.
They're in a great spot on Alliance, but
Oh,
again,
I mean, this PA is just so huge.
keep in mind, there is no way for him to do more damage unless he were to buy a rapier, sell that Sanjin Yasha for some higher DPS item. Negligible. At a certain point, OG will be able to pick up. They had a halberd. They weren't able to use it in the previous fight. We've got one of those on Seb. I'm sure he'll be going AC next. And eventually, this game becomes hard to play. Like, we have seen already the damage output, this support duo, by just using the Chen Penitents, Tusk tag team. You will kill a PA with the help of those minions. Certain point. But look at that Crimson
Crimson
Guard.
on
Beautiful item
Earth
choice.
Spirit. I expected that item to be picked up by Seb actually after Necro Book 1 when they were grouping up. They just needed to mitigate some of the physical damage.
Dire's top shrine has fallen. Radiant are scanning.
Oh, whoa, they got the Oracle.
They did. They're straight on top of him. Immediately finding the back lines. They get Oracle out of the fight. Can they keep Seb alive though? Seb's going to be left pretty deep in the base. The burst though.
Dragon
The
Knight.
DK, quite pots the BKB. Will keep himself alive for now, but Pycat's in with the physical damage. That's going to be quite dead as well. Botsy skewers up, but Pycat, he's just punching them
BKB
down.
from the low
Botsy
ground.
has to create the distance between them and get back. As Seb going in like that, they do get the racks, but Seb did lose the gem, I believe.
Was that the melee rack?
Yeah.
How did they get the melee racks without a response? That's crazy. That is unreal. And OG, we saw this at TI. All these games, it feels like they've lost, they're behind. They managed to just make it competitive. And they kill a Rax, they get Radiant stuck in the base, and they've guaranteed that fourth Roche is now what Alliance is going to need to pick up if they want to close out this game. Really just an excellent game from both sides.
Oh.
Whoa.
Boxy's found him. Prepared. I'm ready. Knew that he'd go for the blink play, and they were in perfect position, Alliance.
Thompson has a purely glass cannon build, and look at the build on that. Can we go back to that? That's beautiful. I love you, Boxy. He goes for the Blink Shadow Blade to ensure the initiate, and then just the team fight items. I am so glad Alliance has picked up on this. Their itemization was excellent at the KL Major. It's improved even since then. They've got Greaves, they've got Crimson, they've got a super fat PA ready to rock and roll. And
Pycat?
Oh my god!
The daggers of doom.
Is that it? This is dead, isn't
He
it?
has a buyback.
There's another buyback.
Is under attack.
They're getting more.
They are. Three. In trouble. Okay, takes Seb. It's going to be a triple buyback from OG in an attempt to hold this one. They tell with the Ghost Scepter. They're looking towards Tiger. Tiger gets the silence out onto No-Tail, but the tier 4s are falling. OG, what can they do to stop this? They get the stun out straight away onto No-Tail. That's the fourth buyback. OG trying their best to defend
There's
this,
no
but the
buyback
tier
on
4s are
Thompson.
gone. Alliance, they're pushing at the Ancient. They don't have meta, they don't have BKB on the Terrorblade. They can't defend this. It's going to be all over. Alliance taking the Ancient. OG with no means to defend at this point of the game as GG is caught and Alliance take game one of this best of 3.
So, in a battle to determine what is the most broken in the new patch,
PA Magnus.
PA Magnus seems to be winning, in my book.
I mean, even PA alone we've seen does incredible. If you let the team get both of their heroes together, it's just ridiculous. And I think even in a game like that where